Hey guys, I wanted to pop on here and make a quick video because I found a couple of really cool features for the Amazon Influencer Program that are really going to help guide how I select products moving forward. And I really think that these two features are going to give me a higher probability of success when purchasing products for the Amazon Influencer Program moving forward. So if you don't know me, my name is Craig. I've been a member of the Amazon Influencer Program for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in November. And throughout that time, I've been learning tips and tricks and what to do, what not to do. And that's what this YouTube account is all about. So if you like what you see in this video, if you find any value from this video, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel. But I want to get right into it because I really think that these two features are going to help change and reshape how we look at product research moving forward. And specifically, they're from Viral View. So you probably already know what Viral View is. It's a whole ecosystem of tips and tools that you can use to help yourself in the program. These two specific features that are brand new to Viral View, I've never seen them anywhere else before, and they really caught my attention because of how unique they are and how informative they are. And I think that they're going to be super helpful in avoiding bad products when I'm purchasing things to invest in for the Amazon Influencer Program. So let me show you exactly what I mean. So the first new feature I wanted to talk about is something called red flags. And I've never really heard about this before till recently. And once I found out about it, I've come to realize how important it really is and how sneaky some of these sellers are being. So just to give you a little bit of background, sellers obviously want to make a lot of money on their products. And so what they're doing is they're signing up for Creator Connections or Affiliate Plus campaigns to get people like us to talk about their products and hopefully sell more of them. But what some of these brands are doing is they're actually trying to avoid paying out the Creator Connections money. And that is obviously problematic because then you'd end up getting 3 or 4% instead of like 10 to 15% on a purchase. And you might have noticed this in the past because I've absolutely noticed this in my own experience where you made a sale on something that has an Affiliate Plus campaign, but you don't get paid the actual Affiliate Plus money. You only get paid the regular commission, like the 3 or 4%. And a lot of times I'm like, I don't understand. Why is that the case? And this might be part of the problem. So what you're going to do is whatever you're looking for, this is typically when I do product research, I'm going to pull up a page and then I'm going to pull up the Viral View product view. And once you pull that up, it's going to pull up your normal list, right? And what you want to do is make sure you have the new features selected. I did have to enable these. So if you go over to the list here, that's going to allow you to enable them. You want to make sure you have enabled red flags, CC percentage, and number of sellers. Those are the things you want to pay attention to for this specific feature. Okay, so all those are enabled. They're going to be on my list. And so what you're going to look for is red flags. So I was looking through this list and actually I was wanting to invest in a inflatable water slide, like a bounce house that has water involved for my kids because it was the summertime and it was leading up to the summer and I wanted to invest in it and also review it to hopefully make commissions. And so this one looked great. So I opened this one up. This is the product page and everything on the surface looked great. Even when I go back to the product view, if you click on the calculator, it even says like you can make $63 a month on this. And everything on the surface looks really great, but the fact that there's a red flag now gives you a little bit of a hesitation. So the red flag says that there are 3 sellers on this listing and it's not a private label product, proceed with caution. So essentially what that means is it could be fine, but at the same time, you want to make sure you investigate a little further. Now, what are we actually going to be investigating? So what we're actually investigating is if there are multiple sellers on a particular listing, you might not get the commissions from the Affiliate Plus campaign because everyone's going to be buying from a different seller. So let me show you exactly what I mean. This is being sold by the El Amara store. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, whatever it is. So over here, you can see that it's being shipped by Amazon. Okay. So now when you go ahead and you pull up all of the other listings that are available for this, because it says there are 3 different options. When you look at the multiple listings that are available, and you only really want to concentrate on the new ones, because obviously if it's a used one, it's not going to have the same demand. But if you look at this one is being sold directly from El Amara, which is the company, okay? This one costs $559, all right? The one that we're listing right now is being sold by Amazon for $409. So which one do you think most people are going to buy? Most people are going to buy the one for $409 or $410, okay? But El Amara is the one that signed up for the Creator Connections or Affiliate Plus campaign. So in order to get the Affiliate Plus campaign money, people would have to purchase it through the actual company, El Amara. And no one's going to do that because they're going to see, oh, this one's cheaper. I'm just going to get the cheaper one. And so you will still get commission for it if your video is on that listing, but you're not going to get the creator connections commission, which is where the problem lies. And a lot of these companies are doing this to try to avoid having to pay creator connections. So what they'll do is they'll list it under their own company. LMR, here's my listing. But then what they'll do is they'll have second or third party sellers that will also sell the same thing at a lower price. So obviously people are going to buy the lower priced one. And then the creators are not going to get the creator connections or affiliate plus money for that. And that is a huge red flag for me because again, they're trying to skirt having to pay you what's actually due to you, like what you deserve. And that's not fair because the whole thing is we're trying to do these creator connections campaigns. We're investing in these products. We're doing all the things that we need to do to promote these products in a really good way for these sellers. And now they're turning around and trying to find ways to not pay us what we're due. So this is a really, really powerful tool because it's going to show you if you can trust the company or not. Here's legit evidence that sellers are trying to skirt paying you the proper amount. And there's another way that you can actually determine this as well to like double check. So not only can you go here and the first red flag is to investigate whether or not there's a different seller than there is product company. So here, LMR store is different from being sold by Amazon. When these are the same, that's a good thing. That's a green flag. Like, okay, this is a legit thing. It's a company. They signed up for a creator connections campaign and then they're going to pay you out. Well, here's another way to figure it out as well. If you scroll up and you click on up here where it says creator connections percentage, you click on that. And what that's going to bring you to is their current campaigns, like their live campaigns right now. You could see when they started. So for example, this one started in July, this one started beginning of July and late July. There's 13 days left, okay? This one started at 68,000 or almost 69,000 and it's only down to 65,000. It's been live for a long time, about a month, and only 2,500 has been taken off of the budget. That's a red flag, okay? If it's been live for that long and there's only 13 days left and the budget is still almost at the top, it's like 95% of the budget is still remaining. That means they're not paying out the budget, right? So that money is just, they're keeping that money and they're finding ways to not pay. So they're definitely trying to skirt paying that percentage. And so what I do is I look at this and I say, okay, well, I was really close to investing in this and buying it on my own. And that's a pretty significant investment, paying $400 for a product that you may or may not see your money back. But now I can see clearly I should not be buying this product because this is not a good seller to work with. Okay, so those are the two things you want to look for. Does the campaign budget and the remaining budget, does it make sense? Like if the campaign just started and the campaign budget is pretty full, okay, that makes sense. Maybe they just didn't sell a lot yet. But if the campaign, there's only 13 days left and it started in July and they've only spent, a couple $1,000s, yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That doesn't add up. I'm not investing in this product. So it's an extra data point to basically give you more confidence that you have a good success rate with this company, with this product. You're not going to kind of get duped into buying the product and then get terrible percentages. Okay. Companies like to do this all the time and it's just not good practice. It's sort of the same feeling I get when someone steals my video and then they repurpose it for themselves without asking me. Now all of a sudden they asked me to make a video for them and then they steal the video. It's like, it's just not good practices. And those are not the companies you want to work with. So that's the first feature that I would definitely be paying attention to, making sure your seller matches up with the actual company that makes the product. So I'll give you an example of one that is not an issue. When I pull up this product, there are some red flags and there are other people that sell this. But if you see on here, the people who sell this leaf blower are from a company named Uval. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And look who's selling it down here. It's a company named Uval. So you can be sure that if you're going to get creator connections on that product, that's going to actually come through. Even if you scroll down here, right now, this product is being sold for $89.98, so $90. And then if you pull up the listings, this one is the cheapest and the other ones are more expensive. That's okay because this one is being sold by the company that makes the leaf blower. So if people buy from the cheapest one, which you could assume they're going to, then you're going to get the product and you're going to get the affiliate plus commissions, which is what you should expect. So that's how you know if everything matches up, that's amazing. And then if you go here, let's go to the creator connections percentage. Let's see how their budget is. If you look over here, they got a ton of different creator connections campaigns. And let's see. I mean, it's a little harder because these have so much time left. But you could see, I mean, this has 200. This one just started like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And already it's like $2,700, $2,300 have been taken out of it. Now, I'm not too concerned with this because of the fact that this is a seasonal product and the season hasn't hit yet. So I don't think a lot of these are going to be sold over the summer. But even considering that this campaign started essentially August 1st, and over the last 3 weeks, they have spent some of their budget. They have $1 million budget for this. Okay. And the fact that they have so many different campaigns does give me confidence to know like this is a company that is actually using Creator Connections or Affiliate Plus in an appropriate way. Okay. And that brings me to the second tip. The second tip is to see a company's Creator Connections history. And that can be super helpful as well. So let me just use this same product as an example. Let's use this. Let's find this company's history. So here is the product ASIN. You take the product ASIN and you're going to copy it. And so what you're going to do with that is you're going to go to your Viral View dashboard. Okay. Once you're in your Viral View dashboard, you're going to go over to the side here and there should be a new thing called CC check. You're going to paste, and you could paste as many as you want. I'm just going to paste the one ASIN now. You're going to paste that ASIN in here and you're going to check the campaigns. What this is going to do is it's going to check the campaign that you're posting in here. It tells you how many campaigns they've had in the past. This is huge to me. If they had 13 campaigns in the past, this tells me that this is a company that is constantly doing different campaigns. So if I go click here on the history, it'll show you all their active campaigns. All right. And then it'll show you all the things that they've been doing from the past. So if you expand this, you could see here that they've been doing campaigns. And even if you go back to last spring, they had campaigns as well. And you could see they're specifically targeting the fall, which this is a fall product because this is a leaf blower. All right. So this tells me when you have a lot of campaigns, especially a lot of active ones, and then a lot of historical ones, that tells me that this is a company that's not trying to game the system because they keep getting more and more campaigns. All right. Sometimes you get some of these that they don't have any campaigns or they have like one or two and that's it. And what they're trying to do is just get a quick hit, a quick influx of influencer videos and then get out, and they don't want to actually pay any of that money. This company looks like they're ready to invest in a lot of creators to push their products out to hopefully have a really good fall. That's what this looks like to me. So this is another tool where I think it's a really powerful way to see if you could trust a company. You know, a lot of times you're in a lot of these chats where they send out a ton of different products and they might just send out a ton of different ASINs. You can just paste in 100 ASINs here and see if any of them are worth your while. If any of these companies have like historical data with their campaigns, that's amazing because then that can give you confidence that they're going to be, you know, utilizing the Creator Connections in a positive, in a productive, collaborative manner. The other thing that's really good for is it gives you some insight into the company's patterns. So if I pull up a different product here, like for example, this kid's tablet, and I go on here and I put it in, paste it in here, the ASIN, you could see the historical data here. This one has a 143-day active streak with a live campaign. That's huge. That's historical data that gives me confidence that if I find another product by this company and maybe there's only 4 or 5 days left on the campaign, I still might buy it. And that's going to give me a leg up over competitors because other competitors that are other influencers that are out there are probably going to look at that and be like, oh, there's only 5 days left. I don't want to worry about it because it's not going to give me any extra commissions. Where I have the confidence that this company with 100% coverage and 143 days active streak, that's going to give me confidence that this company is probably going to renew. Now, do I know for sure they're going to renew their campaigns? No, I don't. But at the same time, look at this. Look at the historical data. They've been having campaigns active for, you know, all the way since the beginning of April. So if I got one of these products that are nearing the end of their campaign, that's going to give me more confidence of like, you know what, even if they don't renew right away, they might renew in a month. And then guess what? I'm going to be able to get more commission because a lot of other influencers are going to be turned off by the fact that the campaign is ending soon. So this is another data point I love to look at because it just gives me more confidence in what I'm buying. So that's what these two features that I've been telling you about today really help me do is have a lot more confidence in what I'm buying because when I'm making a purchase and I'm investing in a product because I want to make money on it, I want to give myself the highest chance of success. And the reality is, we never know when we're going to get that success. I mean, even if all the right things are there, I mean, the viral score is huge, or, you just see all the right things. They have great sales, they have low saturation on the carousel. You never know if you're going to actually make money on the product until you post your video. But the bottom line is we're trying to maximize our success, or maximize our potential anyway. And so these two tools, between the red flag tool and the creator connections history, these are huge because they're going to help me purchase products moving forward. And if you've seen other videos on my account, you know that I'm a huge proponent of buying my own products. I still get free samples sent to me, but I've been trying to minimize how many free samples I get and increase the amount of products that I'm actually buying, and then I sell them on Facebook Marketplace. So like that's been my path to success, because then at the end of the year, I don't get hit with the huge tax bill. And so these tools are going to help me buy products with more confidence. And that's what I really give kudos to Viral View for, these features, because nowadays you feel like everything is already done. Like all the features we need are there, and they're constantly finding these new features, these new little Easter eggs that are really going to help us in product research or in other avenues. And it's like, I didn't even know I needed this until I saw it. And I was like, wow, this does really have some value to it. So I do recommend checking these out. Viral View is really trying to like push the envelope on what can help us be better creators and what can help us make more money in the program. So I'm really appreciative to them for these couple of features. And let me know in the comments, do you guys do anything like this when you do product research? Are there certain things that you're looking out for, certain red flags that you have in your own mind that you're looking out for? Like, oh, I won't buy a product if this. Like, this is the way that Viral View is kind of framing it. It's like, here are some red flags. And when you see red flags, it's like, yeah, I'm not putting my money there. So I hope this is helpful to you. I hope this makes you more money in the program. Add this play to your playbook, and we'll see you next time.